Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. This is your T-shirted historian, and welcome to the second part of Cities Without Number, the Cyberpunk 2077 game. Tis I, your T-shirted historian, and also your game master, along with Mr. Grim Jim, who's playing Talus Blue Sex. And we're joined by Mike.
Howdy.
Okay, Mike.
Hey, you doing?
Hello.
You need a character, bud.
I do.
Okie dokie, I will pass you one. Hang on a minute. I don't have this one leveled up, unfortunately, so...
I'll figure it out.
Okay. So you're a little... just a tiny bit underpowered compared to everybody else, but only just by a couple of levels. It's not too bad. If I can remember where I put these. This is what happens when you get old.
I've got tons of... why is my voice coming through my headset?
I don't know. All right. The only character we have left is this one, and I just sent it to you in Discord.
All right.
Everybody else is apparently running a bit late. But that's typical gamer stuff, you know?
Yep.
There's nothing harder than getting a group together and then making sure everybody can be here on the same schedule. You know, things are not any different over the net than they are in real life.
Yeah, I apologize to both you guys. My schedule's been kind of hectic. It completely changed on a dime last summer, so I was making more Sunday games and then I wasn't able to make as many.
Oh, hey, this is not a big deal. I mean, I'm glad you made it, so.
All right, there we go. That's the problem. I had Discord testing my audio.
Oh. But today it looks like we're not going to have any, we're not going to have, who are we not going to have today? Well, we're not going to have our rocker boy, for sure, I think. And we're not going to have our medic, which could be rough.
I have some medical skill and a combat ambulance, so
yeah, that's good. And it looks like Pretty Yoshi, our hacker who can't hack elevators.
That was funny.
that was funny. And I've got the character picture for you too, so you can pop it up. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, your guy's basically kind of the tank.
Big boy, yeah.
Yep. I need to get everybody's character sheets up anyway. So. But yeah, our hacker and our mysterious assassin should be here a bit later. Actually, I know why Package isn't going to be here on time. I'm not sure why Yoshi's not here on time, but tis what it is. Wait a minute, there he is. There's our hacker.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, man.
yeah.
How you been?
All right.
Groovy.
All right, so we're down 2 people, but we're up a new one, so this is all good.
So are we
Oh.
waiting on someone else, or do we want to get good?
I think package will be about 20 minutes later. So, Jugger, you got you have a rule book, or do you need one?
Might as well send me one real quick or drop it in the private chat, just because I'm peeking around. I know I had it. You gave it to me a while ago. Let's see.
Not a problem. Let me snag it. It's just the free one, although good soul that Kevin Crawford is, he says, like, you could send it to someone if you think they can use it for free and all that. I'm just like, yeah, well, I think we could get along with the lightweight version. I mean, unless you guys decide you want to suddenly start pursuing magic or something, in which case
I did want to play Psionic, but I'm good. That was way back when I was first looking over it, and I saw the rules from Stars Without Numbers.
Mm-hmm. All right, Simon's run off to go get a drink. I might as well.
Let's see.
Uh-oh. Did Mike hit the wrong button again?
Don't know. I've been trying to change his profile, which seems to knock some people out.
Mm. I'll give him a minute or two to get back on.
Have we lost Mike?
Yeah, hopefully just temporarily. All right. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or anything in particular? I mean, did I miss anything from last time? Is there something I could do better? Or
I think I've leveled up correctly. So.
Oh, here he is.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't logged in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can I don't know how much a pair of designer sunglasses would be, but can I spend 50 credits on them?
It's fine.
Cool. Because that just makes it a nice round number.
And like anything else in Night City, it's armored to some degree.
The only thing I'd say is when we're rolling damage, we should roll the trauma die first and then the damage. Which is what it suggests in the book.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's get things started off with a bang. So, it's another night in Night City. Blue and Yoshi are hanging out at one of the local bars, the Riff Raff Club. The band up on stage is wailing away with their cover of Night City Aliens. When one of the patrons appears to have some kind of a seizure.
But, like, how? Like, drop to the floor, foaming at the mouth, twitchy limbs?
Twitchy, shaky limbs. They seem to crush the table in front of them.
This is happening right now.
Yes.
Are they... Sorry, go ahead.
I guess we better make that our problem. Can I go in and take a closer look and see if I can help at all?
Yeah, you come over to check on the guy. He's got lots and lots of muscle fiber replacement. And just judging from the size of his physique and his enhancements and things, he's probably a member of the animals. But he's kind of foaming at the mouth and shaking, kind of dry heaving a little bit.
All right. If he's getting is he getting dangerous, or is he just?
Thus far, he's not seeming to be dangerous. But other patrons are looking a little concerned and getting away, because obviously when you have a guy who's nearly 8 feet tall and built like an end zone tackle,
Blue, you got anything for this?
Yeah. Well, might have something. I'll rush over. I'm doing the med kit on my hip pouch and see if there's anything I can give him. Muscle relaxant, something like that.
I'll go and try and hold him down while Blue administers the meds.
Well, just as you guys get to him, he'll stand up and just emit a roar as he pulls a modded heavy pistol and an advanced knife out and starts shooting up the place, just indiscriminately wailing away at people. And that's when you realize this guy is in the fits of cyberpsychosis.
Oh well. Shotgun it is.
I'll
a
hit him with
different
the
kind of
muscle
pill.
relaxant anyway. But up the dose.
So what are we doing then?
What would the check be to hold him down?
You'll have to grab him. So we'll call it. What?
Oh, sorry, could I use my new eye implants to dazzle him?
Well, how about we roll initiative first, so we don't get too confused about everything.
D20.
Yes.
Plus Dex.
Mm-hmm.
I have reaction booster too, which automatically wins initiative.
That's right.
Nice.
So yeah, Pretty Yoshi gets to go first before everybody else.
And I only got 6, probably because I'm fiddling with my med kit.
Well,
Okay.
I got a 7, so I can get to him first.
All right, he got a 10 with bonuses, so that's probably going to put him right under Pretty Yoshi. So looks like the order is we got Yoshi, the Cyber Psycho, then Blue, and then Jugger. The other way around.
So, am I able to use the iMod Dazzler thing and shoot him, or is it just one or the other?
It's one or the other, because the Dazzler's like an activated ability.
Okay, so I'll lower my sunglasses and just have these really horribly bright strobe lights just come flashing out of my eyes directly at him, which presumably the rest of the people watching the band are probably just going to think it's some of the special effects or something.
Actually, as soon as he pulled out the pistol and started shooting, people were either diving for cover or trying to crush each other, getting out the exits.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'm going to attempt to blind him with eye-mounted strobe lights.
Okay. What is the check on that?
So it's triggered up to once per round as an on-turn action and adds 1 system strain. Victims without eye protection must make a physical saving throw or take a -4 penalty to their AC and hit rolls for the next 1d6 rounds.
All right, so I need to make a saving throw for him. Let's see, his save is 11 plus. Package has shown up. Emerging from the ladies' room.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Okay, the Cyber Psycho got an 11 right on the dot with his pluses. He manages to avert his eyes fast enough to avoid being blinded, stunned, or otherwise affected by the strobes. It is his turn. Package you. I'll get you at the top of the round on the next turn. But you're just emerging into combat. Just to kind of recap what's going on. You guys were hanging out in a bar down in Night City, and one of the guys in the bar, an animal gang member, obviously is in the throes of cyber psychosis. Started shooting up the place, and whipped out a huge knife also. So he's kind of prepared to do damage from close or long range.
Alrighty.
All right. So Yoshi, you're pretty much his primary target at this point, since you're the only one who's acted against him. So let me see. Your AC is versus ranged is 16. And so let me get my roll out of the way. See, I got a 4 on the dice. I'm probably gonna say he's gonna miss. I mean, yeah, he's probably got some. He's got some pluses on there, but still,
Yeah.
he didn't have that many pluses. So
I mean, I'm guessing he's firing indiscriminately, given that he's a
Well,
psycho.
that, and he's probably trying to cover his eyes to keep your strobe effect from blinding him or messing with him. So he's kind of shooting blindly. You know, the things in the club are collapsing under the big heavy bullets that he's shooting. That leaves it to Jugger.
Can I use... So I'm going to go up and try and grapple him. Can I use my punch bonus for that?
I will let you.
Alright, let's see. 3.
You try to grab him, but his massive amounts of muscle enhancement, just lets him shrug you off like you're nothing.
Even with his neck and my robot arms, I still can't reach around it.
Blue?
What's the current layout of the situation?
You've got a big giant open bar with lots of tables and chairs and things in the middle. You got a stage against one wall, booths all around the sides, the main bars against the other side of the wall with entrances on both sides.
Right.
Most of the people have fled or flipped tables and hiding behind them. And
and where's Jugger in relation to him?
Jugger's right up on top of him, basically.
Were you behind him trying to get a hold on him or something?
I was, yeah. I
Okay.
didn't manage to.
I mean, if you're worried about getting an angle on him, you can get an angle on him.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking about how to approach it. I see. So, duck a couple of the wild shots that go over my head. Slide along the floor through a puddle of spilt beer and stab him on the inside of the thigh with the muscle relaxant.
All right. So make a stab roll.
Okay, D20.
Yep, D20 plus your skill, plus your strength or dex modifier, whichever's better, I guess, and your to hit bonuses.
That is 19.
19 total.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Yeah, you'll manage to stab him with the muscle relaxant. That's exactly what you needed. He's got a 19 melee.
Phew. Quite what effect this will have. I will have done a maximum dose, though. We'll see.
How much damage can you do with that needle?
I have very little, but it's meant, Yeah.
His armored clothing will probably stop it, though. Because it stops damage, just like yours does.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, your needle basically breaks off against his armored clothing, which gives him damage soak of 5. Which what's your total damage bonus for melee?
My strength bonus +1.
Okay, which is? The needle's only going to inflict 1 point of damage at most.
Yeah, so 2 damage.
Okay. Well, that's 2 of his soak gone, so he's only got 3 left. So back to the top of the round, we have Package, who has just exited the ladies' room to see, your compatriots struggling with this cyber psycho.
All right. Well, I'll pull out that advanced sword that I got last time and try to run across the bar and see if I can close the distance.
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay. Then I'll take I'll just try to backstab him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay.
Roll high.
16 on the dice.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you got at least a +3. So yeah, you'll stab him.
Okay. I can't find where I wrote down the stats. I know it was 1d10, I think, for damage, right?
Yeah, it's a D10,
Okay.
and if you get
I got an 8.
you got an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, well that blew right through his trauma, so get your trauma dice in first.
Okay. That's a d6, right?
With that weapon, I believe it is. Advanced sword is a D10, and then the shock damage. Well, you don't get shock damage. His AC is too high for that. But it's a D8. It's a D8 trauma dice times 3.
So 3d8.
3d8 or just roll 1 and times 3?
I'm good either way. I would rather roll 3d8 personally, just because, if you roll a 1, it's only a 3.
Didn't do very well. 7.
You got 7 total?
7 total, yeah.
Okay. But that's added to your D10 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, strength modifiers +2. So 8, 9,
Yep.
16.
16 total?
Yep.
Okay. -4 from his soak. He takes 12. He's still standing, but he does not like life right now. He's very unhappy with you. So you're most likely going to be his target next round. We're back to Pretty Boy.
Well, I'm going to see if he'd like some cranial ventilation with my heavy pistol.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm needing to roll dice with a computer. I rolled a 15 on the d20. What am I adding on that? Add my shoot skill. Do I add dex or anything?
You add your dex.
Oh, I don't have a dex bonus. Okay, 17 with the heavy pistol.
Although it's fairly close quarters, somehow his either his armor manages to deflect your shot, or he moves at just the right angle, and your shot does absolutely no damage to him.
Okay.
His ranged AC is pretty high.
I guess next round I'm going to try and beat him to death with my dildo then.
Yep.
Still have it.
All right. Package, you're in close combat with him. He's whipping out his his advanced knife was already in his hand, so he's gonna try to gut you with it. What is your new AC?
My AC?
Yes.
16.
No. 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got a 14 total, so although he does try to stab you, your close combat training saves your life this time.
And I just blow him a kiss.
Yep. Then it's down to Jugger. Yeah, this guy's
Right.
obviously playing for keeps, and now your other teammates are too.
Okay. All right. Time to knife him. I don't want to pull out a shotgun in a bar. See, 18.
18.
And yeah.
You get some pluses on it?
Just says to punch and shoot. I got a 0 in stab.
Do you have a strength or dex bonus?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, it's strength when you're hitting with it. So no.
Yeah. Well, actually, you have an 18 dex, so that's a +2.
All right. If I can use that, then it's a 20.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
So you will stab him.
D6.
D4. Plus your strength bonus, which you don't have, so it's just a D4 damage.
It's bizarre that he doesn't have a strength bonus. It's a 1.
Well, I mean, it's one more point.
That's good.
Yeah.
And when does the trauma die come into effect?
Whenever you hit somebody and your damage is over their trauma value, you get to add in your trauma dice.
Got it.
There's also a shock dice, which if you're hitting somebody with an armor class that's lower than what's listed, you get to add in the shock damage on top of that.
Isn't it when you hit, you roll the trauma dice? If the trauma dice is equal to or over their trauma value, then you do the multiplier to the damage, and otherwise it's the normal damage.
Is that how that rule reads?
I thought it was, and I read it earlier, but I was half asleep.
We can recheck it.
Okay.
While I consult. Okay, so trauma dice is 54. Trauma target is 37. It's good to get it out of the way. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to roll the d6 then?
oh, hang on. Okay.
All right.
So this is on page 37. We have traumatic hits and trauma targets. High-powered weaponry, fragile human bodies do not mix. Sometimes a particularly unlucky strike can inflict a traumatic hit. Odds of a lethal attack inflicting such a hit depend on the target's trauma target. Normal creature's trauma target is 6. This can be modified by cyberware heavy armor. Okay, every weapon has a trauma dice listed for it, along with a trauma rating multiplier. When an attack hits a living creature, the assailant rolls this die. If the total is equal or greater than the victim's trauma target, it's a traumatic hit. So yeah, looks like Grimm's right on this one.
Hooray for half asleep, Grim.
So go ahead and roll your trauma dice. I don't think your trauma dice can actually inflict enough damage on him to hit his trauma target, though.
Yeah, just 3.
Yeah, so no.
So that's ignored.
Yeah. So
Alright.
just to keep it simple, guys, his trauma target, I'll tell you, is a 7. So unless your trauma dice can inflict more than 7 or more dice of damage, which I think only Package's sword can do that.
Heavy pistols can. They do 1d8 trauma, I think.
Okay.
No, hang on. 1d6 plus 3 trauma for heavy pistols.
Yeah.
So
So
they can.
Three. I've only got D6 written down here. Light pistol is D8 as well, according to what you had on my character sheet.
Maybe that's. I don't know. I think I've copied it down wrong. So
Yeah, I think so. Because the light pistol has a D8 trauma dice. Jugger's shotgun is a D10, so it can put the fucker down quick. And both Package's knife and her sword are both D8 trauma dice.
I'm gonna go get my book from the other room. Be right back.
And it's your turn! Ugh. That's okay. It's good to get these rules things out of the way quick. Yeah, I thought I'd start this session off with a bang. to kind of get everything going.
Okay, I'm going to stab into his open mouth with the air hypo, grab onto it with my fist, and drop down to put my whole weight onto it so it fractures in his mouth.
You can literally try to break the whole thing off in his mouth.
Yeah, break the air hypo and the ampule off in his mouth, and hopefully shatter it by throwing all my weight into it. So, stab.
Well, his soak damage is all gone, so...
I got a natural 20.
Did you?
I did.
Unfortunately, it's the trauma dice that actually make the difference, but...
Yeah, I don't know what trauma dice a broken air hypo would have, but...
Probably not more than a knife, so we'll just call it a D6, which it can't get enough. Yeah. It's an animal, so even his mouth has probably got muscle where it shouldn't be. That, and he is kind of a raving lunatic, cyber psycho at the moment.
Yes. So I don't know, D4 damage for the broken air hypo.
Yeah, we'll call it a D4.
3 points of damage. And the drugs.
And the drugs are...
It was the muscle relaxant, so it's up to you to adjudicate what effect that would have.
We'll call it a save. Roll the dice for it. He got an 18 on his save before anything else, so...
Okay. So what, do I have to roll something?
No, I mean, it's...
Okay.
It's basically, it's a poison effect.
Yeah. So he's just got a gob full of broken glass and plastic. And bits of needle.
Yeah, he kind of chews on it and looks at you like he's annoyed. Package, you're back at the top of the round. You're definitely his biggest threat, and he knows it.
All right. Well, I'll take another stab at him.
Okay.
No, 7 on the dice.
Yep. Somehow he managed to dodge your blade in at close combat range. That leaves Yoshi.
Well, I'm going to attempt to see if trepanning is the cure for cyberpsychosis.
Take your shot.
No, I rolled an 8, so that's a miss.
Yeah, you can't get a clean shot because he's too busy struggling and with package, and you don't want to hit her. That leaves it back with him. He's gonna try to take a stab. Like I said, clearly package is his biggest threat right now because she's got the big sword. He rolled a 6 though, so somehow package manages to nimbly dodge his clumsy, thrusting attack. Thrusting. Jugger?
It's time to just pull out the shotgun. Is it? Yeah.
Had a feeling. Shotguns are really fun and special. Which is kind of why I gave Jugger one of those things, because I basically designed him to be the room clearer of the group. Let me read up real quick what the shotgun can do for you, because it's brutal. So shotguns. Is it the combat shotgun or semi-auto or
Semi-auto?
Semi-auto. Aside from doing a big chunk of damage, this one doesn't do anything special. The combat shotgun can do burst fire when attacking. So, at some point, you may want to upgrade to one of those. But for now, I guess just take your shot and see if you can hit him.
All right.
You got a +7 total on your attack.
So that's a
Whatever you
total of a 19. We're gonna roll the d10.
You just missed him though.
Ah, damn. All right.
Oh wait, no, never mind. No, yeah, his AC is 21 versus range. So
Okay.
need to hit a little higher. Yeah, you let off a round of shotgun and boom, destroy a table nearby. Blue.
So, does he look close to being taken down yet?
I mean, he's in throes of cyberpsychosis. He looks like a pretty sturdy boy. Like, he's not going to go down easy. It's probably going to take either Package's sword or Jugger's shotgun to finish this guy off. He looks pretty meaty.
I yank my knife out of its holder in the small of my back and try and stab him through the side of the head.
Okay.
I got... stab. I got 25 to hit.
Oh, awesome, yeah. Stab all day.
So trauma die won't be able to get high enough, will it?
No, you got to get over a 7 in that. If it's just a regular knife, it's only a D6.
Yeah, it's a regular knife.
If it was modified, it could do more.
That is 4 points of damage.
4 more points of damage. Yep. He is hurting, but he has a big chunk of hit points to start with.
Skates across his skin weave and leaves a gash in his cheek or something.
All right. So, you're at the bottom of the round. We're back up to Package.
All right. What happens? There we go. 19. So,
Yep.
plus 2, 21.
It is a hit.
8 on the damage.
On your trauma?
On the D10.
Oh, well, roll your trauma dice first.
Oh. Uh, 11.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. And then your actual damage was?
8 plus you had your strength.
Mm-hmm.
So 10.
Yeah, he'll drop. It's like basically you almost bisected him. Your blade cut into him so deep. So, combat is over with, and the Cyber Psycho is down.
Down or dead?
Well, he hit -1, and cities without number. You know, the bad guys die at hit 0.
Has he got anything that could be scavenged from him?
Well, let's see. He was wearing modded armored clothing. He had a modded heavy pistol and an advanced knife, which are all pretty nice.
I'll check out that advanced knife if Yoshi isn't already eyeing it.
I was eyeing the clothing. My AC is currently 16. I don't know if it'd be any better than that.
Might be a bit big on you, Yoshi. We should Delta before the Psycho Squad gets here.
We zeroed him. We at least should grab his stuff.
Well, while they're eyeing the gear, I'll take his wallet and make for the exit.
Okay.
And grab a drink off a table on my way past as well.
Well, not difficult to do.
Anyone want his gun?
Yeah, I'll take it. I just got my shotgun.
Would the armor fit me? I don't know how.
This guy is an animal, which means like he's huge. These guys have like all kinds of muscle grafts and bone density, cyber augmentations, and all kinds of stuff. Just imagine the biggest, most massive steroid freak weightlifter you can possibly imagine, and then double it.
Okay.
I mean, like his cybernetics are literally like deformed his skin on certain levels.
Is there anyone still in the bar?
Pretty much, it was just you guys.
Can I go and empty the till from behind the bar quickly before we leave?
I'll allow it.
What kind of gun did you have?
Oh, I just scrolled off of that. I believe he had a modified heavy pistol. Okay. So hang on, I'm gonna put these in the private chat so you guys can... I don't forget these. And you can get the stats. He had some good cyber on him too, but obviously you're not going to stick around and dig all that out of him.
The armored clothing won't fit any of this, right?
I'll rule that it can, but it'll take some modification to tailor it down to your size. Otherwise, yeah.
Actually, sure. Had he managed to hit anybody with his wild shooting? Like, are there any casualties in the club?
Yeah, there's a few people in there who are sans life.
Well, don't necessarily know yet. So instead of just legging it, I will turn the flashy lights on my ambulance, grab the trauma kit, come back in and start tending to casualties if there's anyone who's salvageable.
With the size of this guy's pistol, no. But
Gotta try.
Yeah. By the time you guys get out of there, you can, all the, the Night City PD is shown up, with their full set of drones and guys with cars and everything else checking out what's going on.
Are we surrounded?
No, not necessarily. I mean, there's about like 2 cop cars and drones and things hovering around.
How much was in the till? Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna count this as additional loot. So here's what I'm gonna do. Roll 2 dice 6.
Six.
Okay, that's plus 100% extra loot. So, roll a d20, please.
Two.
This guy was carrying something really interesting. Not so much money, because, all the creds and everything are... Most people don't carry cred sticks, necessarily. But, you did happen to find a shard on this guy, and find, he has the identity of, a couple of, Arasaka corporate moles. Now, this would be worth about 20,000 eddies to the right people. If you fence it, you won't get more than like 10% of an object's value. But if you use your proper contacts and things, you can get up to 25% of that value.
I've got a friend who's a shopkeeper who fences goods.
I've got a cousin who deals in restricted goods.
All right.
I know a smuggler who works out of the Blue Sky nightclub, and I know someone who works for Revolution Genetics,
So
who might be
between us,
interested in a
we can probably take the highest bidder and get 25%, if that's okay.
It's fine. You gonna share it amongst everybody because it's about 5,000 creds, all said and done.
That seems fair. That's our reward, was whatever the contents of the till was and the contents of his pockets.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the loot that you picked up off of him.
Yeah. Did anyone take the armor, by the way?
He's really after that armor.
No, I'm not. I'm just wondering if anyone did. It's probably valuable, but if it doesn't fit me, I wouldn't have picked it up.
Like I said, it won't fit immediately. It would have to be
Could get it tailored.
modified. Yeah, you'd have to have it tailored a little bit.
So there's 4 of us, so it'd be 1,250 credits each.
Not
Works for
bad
me.
for a night out.
There's the armored clothing stats. It'll cost you about 1,000 creds to get it modified to fit you, and it is modified in and of itself because it's special.
You
Won't
just
you
wear
ask?
it as like an oversized boyfriend shirt or something.
Not really, but
It's got a lower ranged armor class than my armor class. I'm not even sure what I'm wearing.
yeah. But if you'll roll me a d10.
Four. Oh, I've got thermal armor. That's why I've got AC 16.
Okay. That is the mod that the armor gives you. So basically, if this armor is tailored for you, whoever wears it specifically will gain a +1 ranged melee AC. So it will actually drop the armored clothing down to It'll actually bring it up to ranged AC will jump up to 17, melee AC will jump up to 15. If it's tailored for you. It'll still do 5 damage soak and have 2 encumbrance and +1 trauma target mod, but still.
How would it work with thermal armor? That's my skin, right?
Yeah, thermal armor is your skin.
Yeah.
The thing
if I have a higher thermal armor AC than the armor I'm wearing, would that override the armor's armor class?
Yeah, I just use the better of the two.
Okay.
The difference is your dermal armor has no soak rating. So dermal armor you should actually wear armor on top of your dermal armor just to give you some soak.
Okay.
Yo, dog, I heard you like armor.
Yep.
T-shirt. Are all the modifiers on the pistol and knife where it says like plus 1d8 plus 8? Is that his modifier or is that with the weapon?
I have to figure out what the specific modifier is with the guns, because they're modded, so that means that they've got more stuff on them than normal.
All right.
Like, hang on a second. Yeah, I didn't have all this stuff figured out ahead of time because I figured we can do it in game. So there's your regular heavy pistol stats,
Mhm.
and then depending on which mod we get. Roll me a d12.
7.
Oh, it's got an onboard gun link.
That's a
God
smart
damn
link.
it.
Okay, so the gun emulates the GunLink cyber system.
I forgot my
Sure.
gun link in that fight.
Ah, yeah. That might have helped, huh?
Probably not. I don't know. I needed to roll like a 17 plus to hit. So
Okay. So in case people forgot what a gun link does. It's the thing that kind of made Johnny Silverhand turn into a cyber psycho, actually. Because his Malorian had a experimental prototype gun link, which overrode his nervous system and other things, and basically every time he would use it, it would give him like no qualms about shooting people.
That was one of my favorite guns in that game.
The Malorian, yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically almost what this heavy pistol is. But yeah, whoever gets that heavy pistol, it's got the gun link already built into it, so you don't have to have the cybernetics to do it. So basically what it lets you do is ignore range penalties and negates up to 2 points of hit penalties for cover, concealment, or prone targets. And as an instant action, you can reroll a missed attack roll with a gun. So it's pretty powerful.
I was thinking that was me.
I would think you'd give it to somebody who needed a big pistol.
I just figured I'd grab it because I can get away with carrying shotguns down here, but I don't know if we go into like Corpo Plaza.
Well, maybe don't pull it out at Corpo Plaza.
I figured it was a full sizer. Is it like a sawed off?
No, it's is this a? Well, it's basically like a Satara. It's a semi-auto. Well, yeah, if it's a semi-auto Satara, yeah, it's about like a Satara.
All right.
So yeah, stop by Chinatown to get your armor adjusted to fit you. And otherwise just hang out in the ambulance waiting for any missions or anything to fall into our laps.
Mm-hmm. And let's see.
I'm trying to work out what those numbers are for the armor. 16, so I'm assuming that's melee armor class, 14 ranged armor class, 5 armor soak, 2 trauma target.
16 ranged, 14 melee, 5 soak, 2 encumbrance.
What's the +1?
Trauma target modifier.
Okay.
Some armor will actually give you higher trauma target modifiers, like the heavy armored suit gives you a whole +3, which pretty much makes you almost invincible. Because it also has a massive ranged and melee AC and a 15 damage soak. So,
Well, my trauma target's now 8.
wow. All right, so it's a couple of days later when Mama Fat calls you.
Which one of us is she calling?
Well, who's effectively the leader? I guess it would be you.
Um,
No, we agreed now, leader. Right, so shut up and do as I say.
isn't Pretty more of a face than I am, or is she stereotypical traumatized
Well,
nerd?
18 charisma, but that's only because I'm pretty.
Mm-hmm. It's up to you.
Yeah, I've got flat 10 in charisma, so
You're a blunt object.
Grim, what's yours?
What's my what? Charisma?
Yeah, charisma.
It is 10.
10.
It's on you.
All right, well, Mama Fat calls Yoshi.
How's it going?
Got some work for you.
Yeah? What kind of work?
Gotta contact an old friend who has a friend who wants another person taken out of a bad situation.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah. Target's name is Arya Amark. Working for a subcontractor to Biotechnica. Anyway, Arya apparently got traded over to this sub firm of Biotechnica called the Just Beyond Corporation. They're tiny. They do a little bit of biochem experimentation, genie engineering, that kind of thing. Anyway, they're basically just a gang. They've only been at that job for a couple of weeks. Apparently this person's old friend wants them kind of dug out of that situation because they know it's a bad situation.
Okay. What, they want him a new job, or?
Well, they're kind of working for this corporation, sans free will.
Ah, I see. So we go and remove them from the building and what, deliver them to your friend?
Basically. Payout's $210,000.
Nice.
Okay. Is a quiet job, or is this a be as loud as we want one?
Well, the building in question is pretty far removed from Night City environs, out kind of near Biotechnica Flats. So it's pretty out of the way, Nothing out there, People are used to gunshots, screams, and fires that light up the night, that sort of thing.
Okay. Are we likely to expect any resistance there? Beyond, your average ganger?
Well, if the gang goons are holding her against her will, chances are pretty good that they're not going to give her up without a fight. I'm not sure what kind of resistance you're going to face. I mean, they are basically corporate goons, or they're a street gang hired by corporate goons to do jobs. Anyway, here's a picture of her.
Okay. Well, everyone else happy to take this job?
Sounds fine by me. Simple enough.
The pay's right.
I'm in.
Yeah, we'll take the job then.
All right, then. I'll let them know that you're taking on the job. Naturally, if you find anything extra on site, that's up to you to take it.
So, we'll kill everyone, take all their stuff. The usual.
Okay. So, what kind of prep are y'all doing? By the way, Mama Fat can get you gear at discount rates, but the rumor on the street is the gear that they supply is often faulty.
Right.
Can I hit up my friend Max, or my cousin, I guess? That's his some sort of blood relation, so I'm going to assume that.
Mm-hmm.
For some type of flak vest, something heavier than whatever I've got on.
Let me see what you got. You've got armored clothing.
Think so.
So, yeah. So you want something heavier?
Yeah.
Going up from there, there's like the plated long coat, and then you're looking at suits, which are real heavy, like medium armored suits, heavy armored suits. They're also pretty cripplingly expensive.
Okay. I'll stick with what I got then. The new guns should be good.
Well, you got you started with 2,600, and then what? You got paid like another 1,500.
30. We got 38.50 right now.
38.50. Okay. So for that price, you could buy a plated long coat.
All right.
It's an ankle-length coat, robe, or mantle used as substrate for numerous reinforced plates and swathes of ballistic weave. It's heavy, bulky, and blatant, but it can absorb a lot of punishment.
And sorry.
You can find it on page 53.
Thanks.
It does have a -1 penalty on all sneak or exert skill checks.
I'll take it anyway.
Right. Anyone else?
No, I'm fine with what I've got.
Yeah, I'm fine with what I've got.
Yep.
All right. So how are y'all gonna approach this?
Is there any way we can... Yoshi, can you pull up their maps?
Yeah, I can probably bring up whatever the equivalent of Google Maps is. There's going to be some kind of computerized map, right?
Thinking
Okay.
something more internal, if you can.
I mean, it's not an elevator, so you should be able to hack it.
I just don't even know what I'd be hacking to get a map. City Hall? To get, like, blueprints of the building?
I guess like the records, because if it's in the Biotechnica Flats, there has to be some kind of record of like the building being built. That's my thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Architect or...
I'd have to go to the place where the records are stored and hack it, right?
on site.
Yeah.
We can hit up City Hall. It's not that hard a target.
Does Night City have zoning laws?
Yeah, but they're often circumvented by, corps with enough money.
They're more guidelines than your actual rules.
Yeah. Think of it kind of like Gotham City, in a way.
Yeah, so any maps or blueprints that we got would be questionably useful.
Yeah, it'd be something. And those Biotechnica buildings, they're pretty much identical pods one after another, from what I remember.
Well, keep in mind, this is not an actual Biotechnica building. This was a smaller company that Biotechnica acquired.
Yeah, my thought was that they would have like all of that company's records. I don't know how much of a pain in the ass it would be to sort through all that.
Why not just go wait in front of the building, and when someone comes out, we snatch them out and have them draw us a plan?
That's what we usually do.
Well, if it's the previous company, I mean, we might not be able to find out what Biotechnica has done to it, but if they bought out another company, that company's records should still be on file and won't be as protected. So if we drop by City Hall, and check I know it's a joke, but check the zoning and planning records, see if we can pull anything up from a public terminal, and otherwise, see if you can hack it.
Yeah.
All right. I will drive us to City Hall, being very careful where I park because I don't want to get a ticket.
I have Ace Driver if you ever need. I have the foci for that.
Nice. Yeah, I think that was Jugger's thing too.
Driven around, so yeah, by all means, help yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
If you can handle an armored ambulance truck,
the Ambunaut.
Yeah.
Then you get a car as a bonus with the Ace Driver thing.
Oh,
Or
I think.
vehicle. I think you have your own vehicle.
I don't believe so.
I saw
Can
some
drive
reference.
bonus.
I guess I could double check.
I was scrolling through, sorry, I may have read it wrong.
You have acquired vehicles worth no more than the budget given on page 18, and can replace lost or destroyed gear at a rate of 10,000 per week of work.
Oh, sweet. So you're level 3 at the moment, so your vehicle budget is 15,000.
All right, let's see. Because maybe I can add something here.
So the next question, I'm sure, is going to be, where's the vehicles?
Yeah, page 18 just has the budget. All right.
Speaking of which, the one thing I really do like about this particular game is the soaking rule. That's just a really cool rule. And I like the way they handle that. And that's something I think I want to add to all the regular games. And since I have the deluxe edition, it has all the archaic armor and armor soak rules. So I'm going to consider that for the foreseeable future. But, okay. So, like, on page 82 is where your vehicles start. Forget the helicopters, but you could get, like, the biggest thing you could get on your budget is a truck with some bonuses on it.
I'm thinking going more agile. Can I get a bike?
Sure.
Let's see.
Motorcycles are only 1,000.
Is there an upgraded bus pass?
Yeah, some people need transportation.
I thought the it was like a super long ambulance.
There's plenty of room in the ambulance. I upgraded its capacity again as well. So
You could get a micro flyer.
It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
apply to drone. Oh,
A
Is that like something
microlight
you ride?
flyer.
get an armored Segway with afterburners.
Yeah, there you go. That's an option, actually.
I'll take the motorcycle.
Okay. Be kind of funny to put a med bay on the motorcycle, but how is that going to work?
Put a pod in a sidecar.
Yeah. Or a smuggler's hold. Where are you smuggling that on that bike? All right. So pretty Yoshi, I'm going to let you try your program roll to see if you can't get the appropriate data out of the City Hall mainframes.
Okay, it's
Shouldn't
2d6
be.
for that, right?
Yep. 2 dice 6 plus your applicable skill and applicable bonuses from your intelligence.
Intelligence bonus, I think, is +2. Just double check.
If your intelligence is not an 18, it's probably a +2. Or actually,
Yeah,
if it isn't 18.
it's an 18.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2d6 plus 4.
All right.
13.
Yeah, not a problem getting the older blueprints and things out. Apparently, it's a 2-level compound. The lower floor was supposed to be a manufacturing kind of assembly area, and the upper floors had individual spaces, a data center, and offices and things. Lower floor has a cafeteria and some other open spaces. You have a general layout of the place. It's not a very big place. It's actually, yeah, it's got kitchen and cafeteria, factory floor, admin offices, data centers. It was previously owned by a company before Just Beyond called Villeneuve. Or Villeneuve, depending on how you want to say it. Ceilings in this place are 20 feet tall in any area. The factory floor itself has a 40-foot high ceiling.
We could try and go in through the vents, maybe. Does it have? Sorry.
So, is there a ridge or a hill or anything nearby we could drive up to get a decent overview of the place?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's head out there then.
All right.
I've got my
No,
mini
sir.
faces skill as well. I could try to concoct a identity and sneak in and then let y'all in.
Also a plan.
I just want to get the overview before we run in, even if we do end up running in and shotgunning everything.
Well,
It's worked before.
yeah. Well, on one of the dirt roads outside of Night City, deep in the Badlands, you'll find it. It's kind of an unremarkable looking 2-story compound. I mean, fairly tall because, like I said, the factory floor has 40-foot high ceilings. Nice parking lot out front. There do
People
seem to
really
be security cameras.
So parking lot, is it secured? Is it surrounded by a wall or fence or anything?
No, it's an open parking lot.
That's just asking for the wraiths to come in and raid that place.
The only entrance to the place seems to be from a set of double doors.
Windows?
Not really. It's a factory. They're not really.
Vents?
Yeah, it's got venting and things on it.
How close do I need to get to the cameras to be able to hack them? Can I do it without being on the, visible on the camera?
You can. There's enough terrain around that you could probably approach and stay hidden and hack a camera. Line of sight is usually about the rule.
Yeah, there's plenty of cover. If we wait till nightfall, assuming they've got cheap security guards that are mostly going to be Gannic, we should be able to get pretty close. You should be able to hack the cams. There's no surrounding wall or anything, so then we can decide to either scale the outside of the building or make an entrance through the front. I'd say try stealth up until we can't anymore, but,
Should we take out the cameras ahead of going there? Because as soon as they see one of the cameras go down, they're going to look to see what made that camera go down.
Can you loop the footage?
Maybe.
The only thing about the security guards is, wasn't it they hired some kind of gang, not a standard firm?
Yeah, basically it's they basically hired a gang as their security instead of actually having an actual security force.
Is there anybody outside?
That's a peculiar thing. Let me see. How about I give everybody a notice check? Because I figure it's going to be over a period of hours that all this is happening.
So that's... Is it 2d6?
Yeah. 2d6 plus intelligence or wisdom. And whatever bonuses you have for notice. And if you have no skill in notice whatsoever, it's -1.
I got 11.
Okay. I think package actually has no bonuses, but no penalties.
I got an 8.
But you rolled
I got
low.
10.
5.
You got an 8 after all your pluses?
Yes.
Okay. So who got the high roll?
Did anyone get
I got
better
11.
than 10? Yeah.
I got 11.
Okay. Blue, something has occurred to you as you've been keeping an eye on the place.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen anybody coming or going. You haven't seen a shift change.
Okay. Scan over the cars using my binoculars. Do they look like they've been sat there a long time? Like, is the rubber on the wheels cracked? Are the tires partially deflated? Is there lots of desert dust on the cars?
No. I mean, the cars look like, they could have been driven up there, the day before or something, but it's just unusual. You haven't seen any activity coming from the building at all for the entire time you've been watching. Because I figure you probably got there sometime in the afternoon and we're waiting for nightfall, so that's, at least anywhere like from 3 to 4 hours. And you have not seen anything.
If I look at the place through InfraVision, are there any obvious heat signatures or anything weird or odd about it?
Well, the whole place does seem to be kind of warm.
Have we shown up at the weekend when everyone's not at work?
No.
Why would their cars be here then?
I mean, it's a gang. Maybe they stole some extra cars.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. You haven't seen any gang members even coming in and out.
Is there an HVAC kind of area? And how big
what?
are the vents? Like heating, air conditioning vents.
Yeah, it's got a pretty robust HVAC system. Because even though it's a factory, they have to have good ways to dissipate heat and distribute heat and cooling and everything else, especially out here in the desert.
Gonna point to that. Think that's our way in.
I don't know, just something feels really off about this place, Blue.
Yeah, but that's always the case when you're breaking into a place. Alright. Something is odd here, so everyone on high alert. Please. Alright. I guess we creep closer. Pretty tries to loop the camera footage. Maybe we can pass close to those cars and check them out a bit more, and then figure out how we're getting into the place. Wham!
Okay. So, Pretty, you need to roll your program check to see if you can loop the camera hacks.
So I've got 10.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you succeeded in making the camera feed loop.
Okay, would that affect all of the cameras or just the one that I'm trying to?
In 2077, it would be just the one camera, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it's going to affect them all, just to keep it easy. So we don't have to keep going back and checking.
Okay, so I'll just give the thumbs up to the rest of the group.
Okay. Move up closer then. Slow and careful.
Okay.
Blue, what's your AC?
22.
All right, you're taking point then.
Yeah, I'll take up my rifle, shoulder it, and move forward. I'm not the stealthiest, but I will move very slow and very careful.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the cars, obviously the engine blocks and everything are cold. But they, from looking at the registrations and everything, and they're probably, they couldn't have been here more than a couple of days at the most. It's unusual that they haven't moved.
Maybe some biotechnica experiment has gone horribly wrong and eaten everybody inside.
Oh, no.
We can only hope.
Say that. Well, you have
Yeah, we
heard
don't
those
get
rumors
paid.
about biotechnica making werewolves.
And those weird kids from back in the 30s.
Yeah. Carbon plague is a hell of a thing. All right. All right. I'll move up, press against the side of the building, shuffle over towards the main door and see what kind of security we're looking at for opening and closing it.
All right. So, any particular way you're approaching, or?
From the cars, move up to the building, press in tight against the walls. I'm under the cameras in case they reboot, and then shuffle sideways up to the main door and just see what kind of mechanism or security we're looking at for opening and closing it.
The two main doors look like they're just, simple, bay door type things. Nothing too complex. Just they just have key card / number pad access.
Well, we can try the front. Pretty, can you get this door open?
Yeah, I can certainly try.
I mean, it's not an elevator, right?
Yeah, I hack elevators all the time.
Just not when anyone's watching.
I could totally hack this. Just okay, everybody, turn around.
Yeah, I got 13, so presumably I hacked the fuck out of this door.
Yeah, this door gives into you pretty quickly. You can pop it open at any time.
Okay, yeah, I'll open it.
All right. You open it up. Inside, this room is pitch black.
I have low light and infravision and something else. Flash resistance. So not applicable.
I can turn my eyes into a strobe light.
Yeah, that won't give anybody headaches.
Put some music on when you do that.
That's what I was thinking when I got it done.
All right. What do my gene mod eyes see?
You see, it's a kitchen and cafeteria that normally clearly sees very heavy daily use, but it is currently empty, other than a pair of small cleaning robots busy scuttering about. Basically, they're like Roombas.
Keep my rifle shouldered. Check back where the other guys are, then move towards one of the Roombas.
And just Roombas along. Room.
Catch it. Flip it over. Check its settings. Like, when is it set to go off?
It's not a mine.
No, when it's to go off to clean up.
Oh, I've never owned one, so I don't actually know how they work. Yeah, it's just designed for continuous use. I mean, the programming on it's real simple. It's just kind of like, clean floors. When battery gets low, go back to charging station. Then go back out, clean floors again.
Okay, put it back down then. Let it get on with its job.
Yeah, it gets on with, cleaning things up.
Can I have a look inside one and see what it's been picking up?
Sure. I mean, mostly dust, especially from, the orangey red dirt from the barrens that people track in here.
There's no, like, bits of people or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
True story. One of my friends had got a new puppy and had a Roomba. The Roomba kind of like rolled over the poop. So there was a nice streak of poop in its wake. They're not very smart. So yeah, if there was bits of people, you'd have a Roomba that was basically painting the floor with blood.
So this is a cafeteria area mostly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With a reception bit, I guess, to one side. Is there food on the tables?
Not currently. There's a couple of double doors that go deeper in.
Can I peek through them, or are they are there windows on the doors?
Yeah.
Is it all dark on the other side still?
Yeah. It's It's all
Okay.
kind of dark in here. It's kind of unnerving. This is not normal. But you can see when you peek through the door, there is a hallway with another door on the left and what looks like doors that from beyond you can see is probably the factory floor, and they look ajar.
Did Mama's Fat say what she was working on? The girl.
Not she doesn't know either. She just knows that this little arm of Biotechnica works on genetic engineering and that kind of thing. And probably the kind of genetic engineering that's not legal.
Yeah.
Yoshi, was there a basement on the schematics or any sub-levels?
There was. Did we see a basement at all?
Mm-mm. No, not on the plans. It's just a two-level compound.
Yeah, just a standard 2-story building, no basement.
I guess this hallway is worth checking.
I mean, I've got to and sneak. Do you want me to sneak down to the double doors and look through them?
I can take a hit better than you. I'll move down. You guys follow on behind me. Use me for cover. You check the sides of the hall in case we get blindsided, and I'll keep a line of fire on the front. All right.
Okay, yeah, you'll creep through the hallway. It's just ominously quiet. You don't even hear any of the machinery or anything operating.
Can you guys see in the dark or not?
No.
I don't
Well,
think
let
I
me-
can.
Okay.
Yoshi-
I don't.
Yoshi probably has some glow sticks from the last rave, but you don't know if they're any good or not now.
Okay. In that case, even though I don't need the light to see, I'll switch on my neck light, and that'll help draw fire to me as well if there is any.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're like the group's sole source of light at this moment, too.
All right.
I can turn on
yeah.
my strobe, I guess. Worst case scenario.
Save it for the shock value.
I am going to need to see if there's any cyberware that makes me into like a techno machine.
Well, there is actually. I mean, you could always get full conversion, but that cost is so astronomical. I figured it out once, and it was just kind of like, there's just no way an operator could ever afford that amount of money.
You should get huge speakers implanted in your chest and just rip your chest open like Guyver. Just drop the beat.
Stereo titties.
Yes. All right. So creep along the hall to the next door. Peek through the window. Peek through the crack. See anything?
Well, yeah, creeping through the double doors and down the hallway. Before you get to the open door, which leads to the factory floor, you can open the door off to your left, and you see it is the kitchen. In case anybody wanted a snack or I don't know. But it's there.
Is there any obvious food left lying around?
Probably. I mean, it's a cafeteria, so yeah, there's probably food left on the prep counters and things like that. There's also knives, freezers, and everything else.
How well stocked are they for like the long term?
Well, it's a daily use cafeteria. I'm gonna assume they probably get some kind of regular deliveries. So.
I was thinking more, is there like fresh food still looking fresh? Or as fresh as food gets, and
Well, some of the freezers. I mean, obviously with the lights being down and the power just kind of like not working so well here. Apparently, some of the meat in one of the freezers has started to go bad. So that is an incredible smell you discover.
We can sort of get an idea of how long this place has been well, not empty, but at least not in use for
A couple of
whatever
days,
reason.
maybe.
Yeah, meat
Yeah,
spoils
yeah.
pretty quick, and we are out in the Badlands. Yeah. But let's keep going. We don't need to stop and like make dinner.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We'll make dinner afterwards, though.
Sure.
Sure.
So the next place you can get to is the actual factory floor. That was where y'all are headed?
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
like I said, reach into the corridor, peek through the windows and the crack in the door, and before we move in, to see if we
Yeah.
spot anything.
Well, the door looks like it's been destroyed pretty much. This used to be an old factory, but all the factory machinery's been cleared out, and instead you have tons of lab equipment, lots of big glass or plexiglass type tanks and things in here. All kinds of mysterious crap growing in them. And it's kind of ominous because one of them that was much bigger than all the other ones appears to have been breached.
Ah, shit.
And there's an obvious gooey substance on the floor near it. There's also kind of a disturbing amount of webbing around the place. And some ominous-looking cocoon-like things laying around here and there. As well as the
Broken
staircase that
open,
leads
or-
up to the upper floors.
Are the
Okay.
cocoons broken open?
No, not that you can tell. About 6 of them.
Sorry, go on. Go on, Simon.
I don't think we're recovering this person alive.
Well, maybe not as a person.
I vote we burn this place to the ground. We don't get the payment for it, but we don't get turned into whatever these things are.
How big are these cocoons?
Person-sized.
I'm gonna pull out my my knife, my advanced knife.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna. Anyone want me? I'm ready to open this.
Go for it. I'll cover you.
All right. So I'm gonna try and cut into the webbing. Will it cut with the advanced knife?
Yeah, it's like a silky substance. Roll a d10, see what you get in it.
10.
A variety of Mexican candy.
Ah, it's a piñata! Yay! No, you'll
On the
you'll
first
cut.
swing.
Yeah, you'll cut through it. There's an indistinguishable pile of flesh inside.
Are any bones or anything intact? Can I tell whether it's human?
It might have been.
Okay. Try the next one.
All
I
right.
mean, just-
I'm gonna. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'll keep going. Just one at a time.
Guys, this is really creeping me out. Can we just destroy this place? There's no one here alive.
Look, this kind of shit gives us gene mods a bad name, right? We need to get to the bottom of this.
You feel the air around you it suddenly feels strange. There's a metallic cackling becomes audible all around you. Can't identify its source, but you're certain you're being watched.
Can I use my stealth and sort of blend into the machinery or the lab equipment?
Yeah, you could probably find something to hide behind, but you're not sure from which direction you're hiding from something. Something in here,
Like, out of sight in case it attacked him, I could get a jump on it.
maybe, but whatever is in here with you is much better at hiding than you are.
Okay.
Should have just burned it to the ground.
I will switch my eyes to infravision and scan the room, looking for any peculiar heat sources, like crouched up on the ceiling or anything.
Nothing that your infravision can pick out.
Okay.
Is there anything to make a light source out of? Do I see anything like they can make a?
Oh yeah, plenty in here. In
Something.
fact, you could probably find some discarded flashlights and things around here pretty easily.
I'll toss you my neck light. I don't need it, so
All right.
I'll
put
take
that on.
one. Oh, sorry. I'll take one of the flashlights. Look for duct tape and just kind of try and duct tape it to the top of my gun or side of my gun. Do you want me to make like a search for that or see if I can?
No. It's a simple thing. I won't make you have to do anything for that.
I'm gonna point my gun down that hallway. First, I'm gonna point it at the ceiling. Is there anything hiding up there that gets lit up?
Not that you can see, but there are, like I said, there is a set of metal stairs that leads up to another part of the compound.
Hallway or the stairs?
Yeah.
Well, there was. I'm just asking everyone. Do we want to take the hallway or the stairs?
There's no other hallways out of here.
I'm not
well,
mistaken.
the one we came down. So
Yeah.
we can leave.
Yeah.
I thought you said there was another. There's another one we were going through.
No, there's no other hallways. This is the main, what used to be the factory floor. Obviously, it's where a lot of the experimentation and stuff is happening. The only way in and out is through that hallway you came in, and then there's the staircase that goes up into you don't know where, but it obviously somewhere on the second floor.
So
Is there
stairs
anything-
it is then.
Check the top of the stairs with the light.
Checking the top of the stairs with a light. Yeah, as you're heading up the stairs. I thought you were gonna check some more of those cocoons, but okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't want to leave those behind us. So
So, what are we doing?
All right.
Yeah.
Check-
covering while Muggins cuts them open. Go for it.
Yeah. All right. How many more are there?
Like I said, there's about 5 more.
All right. Just gonna open them up.
Okay.
One at a time, though. And
Obviously.
yeah.
Okay, so please roll me a d10 for the next one.
3.
As you puncture it with your knife, a bright yellow goo that was locked under pressure sprays out all over you. Yep. Please roll a
Spit it out.
save.
All right. Which
It's-
save is this?
It's a mental save.
9 below 13.
Yeah. This stuff is like clammy, unpleasant, and it's really unnerving, and it doesn't smell pleasant. Kind of freaks you out a little bit.
Ugh.
It doesn't actually do you any damage or anything, but You do have a temporary -1 because you're kind of shaken.
Is that to all actions?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll keep going. If anyone wants to take over and get squirted with yellow goo,
The way I see it, yeah, it can't get any worse if you get squirted again. I mean, you're already covered in pus, so
Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
nothing
How
very
much more
soon.
blood could she have in her?
I've been studying medicine since our last little outing. I can tell you that is actually one of the 4 humours is yellow blood.
A medieval textbook?
Well, yeah, I've got a 0 in heals, so
You're going to hack another one open?
yeah,
Okay, roll a d10.
7.
You're squirted again with bright goo.
see, told you.
Yeah, it's like Jugger is, his outfit is quickly becoming, yellow and smelly.
How many are left?
Well, like I said, there was 6. That's 3 down.
All
It
right.
couldn't possibly happen 3 more times, could it?
Want me to roll 3 more d10s?
It's up. Yeah, I mean,
Or
if you're
one
gonna keep
at a time?
you roll them one at a time, but yeah,
Alright. 8.
yeah, you're good again.
Blue, can I borrow your goggles at least?
They're my eyes.
Fine. 10.
Another indistinguishable grouping of flesh is in there. Might have used to have been a person. You're not sure. It's just gross.
And finally, sorry.
I said Biotechnica Tartar, but carry on.
Yeah,
Yeah, finally
last
a
one?
9.
yeah. Another flesh pile.
So flesh piles and goo bags.
Delicious.
There was one other possibility, but you didn't roll it. So
All right. Start up the stairs slowly, on alert, gun up.
gun up on alert.
I wonder if maybe rather than just looping the cameras, we should have reviewed what they'd been recording.
Well, if we go to the main terminal, can we do that now?
Yeah, you could head down there and find out maybe.
It might be a good idea to try and see what made these cocoon things. If you guys are set on not just torching the place and leaving.
Maybe there's.
I think it's important to find out. I mean, if you want to check the terminals, I'll cover the stairs while you do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
So what are we doing?
I'm gonna try and review the security cameras and just see what made these cocoons.
Okay,
I'm
from the
getting-
lab terminals?
Sorry?
From the lab terminals?
Yes, I think that was the idea.
Okay. Well, the lab terminals don't have any access to the security cameras, but you can maybe get an idea what they were working on if you roll successfully on your program.
I got 4, so I got.
Uh,
oh wait, no. Sorry, I only rolled 1d6 there. Right. Sorry, I got 10.
10. Okay, that's good. There's quite a lot of notes and things and a lot of stuff that you really can't sort through. But apparently they were working on some kind of hybrid thing, using some material that had been sent over from Biotechnica. Apparently, the smaller things in some of these are like offspring, but whatever they were getting it from was in the big chamber. It was just called, Subject S.
What was the girl's name?
Began with an A, I think.
Yeah, Arya Amark.
Is there any mention of her?
Her name's listed in some of that.
Has she been turned into one of these things? Or?
No, that's not really what this stuff, how it works. Basically, from what you can tell, they were sent some kind of a sample to work with from Biotechnica, and using some little bit of gene splicing and a few really interesting chemicals and things. We're growing something here that was producing offspring, of which you can see like partially formed results in some of the tanks.
Just the dashiest dash of man-made horrors beyond our comprehension.
Mm-hmm.
What do the things in the tank look like, then?
They kind of look like distorted infant-type things with many teeth and several eyes, and what look like vestigial limbs sprouting from their sides. They're almost ball-like.
Become crab.
Yeah, basically. Everything becomes crab.
Alright. Are we ready to move on now?
Yeah, that's all I can think of down here.
Okay. I'll crack my neck and start back up the stairs.
Well, as you crest the very top of the stairs, you see your first person up at the very top of the stairs and reflected in the light. Looks like somebody wearing lab smock and things. They're gesturing at you with kind of stiff and unnatural movements.
Are they motioning me to be quiet or anything?
They're beckoning you.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I keep my gun on them. Flip the safety off, shift my finger to the trigger.
You do hear a kind of raspy, whispering voice. Come here. Stay quiet.
Okay, I will shuffle forward slowly and beckon to the others to carry on up.
All right. I'm going to keep my shotgun leveled.
I'm going to stay well back. I don't trust this guy.
Yeah.
Anything above him?
The doorway to the upper area that you haven't been in yet. So in order
you
to
better
enter,
tell us what the fuck is going on here.
roll a 1d10 as you get closer, Grim. Actually, I tell you what. No, roll me a notice check. And you want to roll high.
Okay. 9.
As you get closer, you are a little horrified to discover that it's a mummified corpse that's waving at you.
Okay. Is there webbing running off it, making it wave and stuff?
You're not sure how it's moving, but it's definitely moving. The mouth is moving. The socketless eyes are just staring at you dead. Its hand is moving. I mean, it's, like I said, it's kind of stiff and it's almost shambolic. I mean, it's like a mummified zombie or something.
Okay, hold up my hand for the others to stop, and switch my vision back to infravision and scan around the area, looking for anything that might be controlling it or nestled inside the body, giving off heat.
Nothing. This person is cold though, for sure. I mean, it's a husk in a lab suit.
I've seen enough of these movies. I'll put a round through its head.
Roll to hit.
Okay. Shoot. 20 in total.
Ooh. Yeah, you'll put a round right through its head. It'll fall over. You'll hear something big scurry. But you don't see anything. But you thought you heard like a raspy whispering laugh.
Alright. So don't trust anything that isn't us.
I mean, yeah, basically now, at your feet tumbling down the stairs is, a mummified husk corpse.
Look out below.
I've seen enough of these movies. We think we're hunting it, but it's hunting us. We need to leave, guys.
If we
Anybody-
leave, we don't get paid.
Anybody checking out the corpse?
Well, I'm not, because it fell past me. So it's up to them.
Yeah, what's the corpse got on it?
Well, with your limited medical knowledge, the frightening thing about it is this person was apparently fully enclosed in a lab suit. But what's kind of creepy, go ahead and make a heal check. Or a knowledge check, whichever's bigger.
Well, I've rolled a 9. Do I have knowledge? I don't have know as a skill, so it'll be 9 with the heal. So I guess I know that he's lacking one of the 4 humours, which is blood, being dried out. But what else do I know?
Well, he's actually not completely dried out. There is a curious yellowish gooey substance kind of leaking out of a pretty good sized strangely shaped hole in the top of his head. It looks like something really sharp and went right through the top of his head, right through his suit and his skull.
Brain.
Well, yeah, literally like sucked him dry and then pumped something back into him. Like it kind of smells.
Some kind of smart bug.
Yeah, it's you can see here it's removed his blood and replaced it with yellow bile. This is quite disgusting.
Yes, it is.
Does this door at the top of the stairs have windows or anything in it?
Let's see. Upper floor. Yeah, the door is ajar at the top of the stairs. You go through the double doors and oh look, there's somebody left you a nice little carpet right there at the door. There is a landing that kind of leads around to the left, but you can already see pieces of shattered things here and there. strange webs here and there. I mean, this is even before you round the corner to see the rest of the places.
All right. Well, I'll hold there on the landing and wait for them to catch up.
Is this webbing flammable?
Don't know. You haven't tried to burn it.
Can I try?
I guess you could like pull out a lighter or something and try to light it up.
Yeah, I just want to see like how flammable it is.
It's like any ordinary silk or spider webbing. It's it'll burn. Kind of leave a bad smell. Speaking of which, this entire area that you're up in smells like smoke and cordite.
There's been a gunfight here then.
Any shells on the ground, or were they using caseless bullets?
You're not sure. You'll have to probably round the corner to find out more.
Okay.
Would the Roombas have
Well, what?
Yeah, true. The Roombas.
No, there's no Roombas up here.
Gonna peek around the corner with my light.
What you see is a warren of cubicles and glass-enclosed meeting rooms. Looks like a pitched battle occurred here with hundreds of rounds peppering the walls. Here and there, a quadrant of cubicles are exploded outwards from a tossed grenade. The entire area smells like smoke and cordite.
If it smells like that, that's recent, right?
Kinda. Obviously, this firefight didn't break out while you guys were observing, otherwise you would have heard the gunshots, probably. From inside. You definitely would have heard a grenade go off inside the building.
Yeah. How long does that smell last, though? It can't be more than a few hours.
Well, if the air is not circulating... I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't visited any gun ranges recently, but I'm pretty sure it lingers for a little while. But yeah, you can see a number of smaller doors leading off here and there, as well as a larger one at the end.
There's no sign of any bodies.
None that you can see, although there's definitely blood, splattered here and there.
Thinking whatever it did probably took them back to those cocoons.
I'm thinking if all these bullets and this grenade didn't take it out, what chance do we have?
But we're not just some gonks with guns. We know what we're doing.
Maybe they loosened it for us. Well, we need to make sure we clear this floor, so everyone stick close. And we'll make our way around clockwise, checking all the outer rooms.
Okay. So you'll enter the first little cubicle, and it's a single door. There's a flipped over table and some chairs in this small room. And what you come across is a fairly fresh corpse being eaten to the bone by small, nightmarish-looking little fleshy ball-like things with lots of sharp teeth and eyes, and 8 spidery-like hand-leg type things suspending it, as well as some kind of strange jagged proboscis type thing coming from its head.
But okay, bear with me. I've got a controversial suggestion. Shoot it.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's fill it full of holes.
Yep.
That sounds like initiative.
Yarp. So that's D20 plus dex bonus. That's
Nice. 21.
9.
7.
I've got my auto win initiative thing.
These things have a 15. Okay. Yeah, you have auto win initiative, so you get to go first.
Yeah. So I'm going to blast at one of them with the heavy pistol.
All right.
Right, I rolled a 19.
You'll hit.
21. Yep. Heavy pistol is
D8 trauma dice first.
D8 trauma dice. Well, I got 1.
You rolled a 1 on the trauma dice?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Damage is at D6 plus 3.
For a heavy pistol?
Yeah.
I've got it all on there. Heavy pistols are a D8.
For damage, yeah.
Yeah.
So 6 damage.
You'll blow it off the face of the map, which enrages all the other ones.
Good.
How many are there?
There's a little pack of them that were eating this guy down to the bone. So there's about 6 of them. Well, now there's 5.
Well, I've taken 1 out. You guys do your thing.
Who got the next highest?
I think I did.
What'd you get?
But I mean, if they're going to be having a hail of bullets towards them, I mean, I don't want to. I'll guard the door and hold my action for a minute. if I
Okay.
can.
Okay, I don't think anybody beat a 15, did they?
No, I only
No.
got 9.
So
I got a
you
7.
You got swarmed by spiderlings. Luckily, they're not very big. They don't, not very menacing so much. But let's see. Small pack hunter attack +1. So, Grim. Does a 16 hit you? No, it doesn't. On
No,
a
it does
melee?
not.
Okay.
Both my ACs are 22.
Oh, wow. Okay. Simon, one of them clacks its little jaws at you menacingly. Misses by a mile.
Okay.
Jugger, I don't think a 15 hits you.
Not with the new armor.
Nope. I'm not sure if I don't think a 16... Well, no, I think a 16 might actually hit you. Package.
I have a 16, yeah.
So it gets you right on the money. This little bastard will bite you.
Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but... Oh, 1 whole point of damage. Aren't you lucky? Yeah, what makes these guys deadly is the fact that there's, like, lots of them.
Since
Speaking
I held
of
my
which-
attack, can I attack it back?
You can attack it back, but let me get their turn finished.
Okay.
Grim, the second one, does not harm you. Missing. It looks like Yoshi got nibbled on for 4.
How does that work with the cloak and my armor?
What is your armor?
It's that stuff that we picked up from the dude.
What kind of armor is it? Is it
Armor clothing, it's the one that you
Armor?
copied the thing through.
okay? So here's how soak works. You have a certain amount of soak, which will absorb all the damage, but once it's gone, it's all gone. You have 5 soak on that.
Yeah.
So 4 of it is gone. You have 1 point of soak left. The next attack that you get hit with, you can subtract 1 point of damage from. So effectively, you took no damage this round as it tries to gnaw through your armor unsuccessfully.
Okay. Does that soak reset after each combat, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's-
I bought the armor clothing before beginning of last session, so I have 5 soak. Can I?
Yeah, you could soak that 1 point.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's the whole point of wearing armor over your dermal armor, because dermal armor has no soak.
Okay.
And yes, I like the damage soak rules a lot. Okay, all the little spiderlings have done their thing, so I guess Package gets to go next because she had held her turn. You get to attack back.
Got another 19. 19 plus 2.
Okay, roll your trauma damage first. Which is what, like a D10?
D8.
8.
Times.
Roll the D8 first and see if it...
3.
Okay, so no trauma. Roll your regular damage.
7 plus 2.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, you'll slice it right in half. They only have 6 hit points apiece. So. Like I said, they're dangerous because they attack in packs. Not individually, they're not so bad. Who's next?
I got 9 initiative.
Jugger?
7.
Okay, so Blue gets to go, then Jugger.
Okay, I ignore the spiderlings fruitlessly chewing on my heavily armored flesh, pick one of the others out, and shoot it with my gun.
Okay.
Shoot skill. I only got 11.
I believe, let's see, their AC's 13, so no.
Okay. Too many legs puts me off my shot.
Yep. Jugger, it's time for Mr. Shotgun.
15 and that 9 on the trauma die.
Oh, yeah, I mean, blow it right off the map with that.
All right.
Plus, I think shotguns also cover area. Let me double check. So, I remember shotguns were supposed to be pretty good for something.
Yeah, I was worried about hitting if I didn't take point.
Wouldn't it be nice if I had all my tools listed on one page? But
Don't see any special shotgun rules on the firearms table.
me either.
Yeah, I'm looking at page 55.
Yeah, I don't see anything either. So, my bad then. You know, some games, shotguns get spreads and stuff like that, but not this one apparently. So we're back at the top with Yoshi. There are 3 spiderlings left? Actually, no, you killed one. Package killed one. Jugger, yeah, there's 3 left. Blue has 2 of them gnawing on him, and Package has an additional. Oh no, you have an additional one gnawing on you.
I rolled a natural 1 shooting at the one gnawing on me.
Yeah, you're kind of panicking as this thing, uses. It doesn't have spidery clawed hands or spidery, things. It actually has little hands on the ends of its claws, and it's kind of trying to climb up you to bite you. and it's really unnerving.
Yeah, that's fucking horrifying. So I've missed horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's their turn, I believe. Actually, no, it's Package's turn.
Right.
Blue has 2 gnawing on him. Yoshi has 1 that is attempting to gnaw on him.
I'll take one of the ones on blue out. Or try to. No, probably 9's not going to hit.
No, just a little bit too low. That's with all your pluses?
What else do I add? I thought just my...
Well, you get your stab, which is 2. You get your strength, which is another +2, so that's a total of +4. And then you get your attack bonus, which you're level 5.
So +2. So 13 then.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll stab one.
Okay.
Trauma dice for
I
D8.
get 5.
Not quite enough. Deal regular damage. Should be enough to kill it, though.
I had 9, 10, 11.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll slice through another one. Now, Blue's only got 1 on him. It's their attacks. They're kind of hungry and kind of mindless, so they're not really going to retreat. Okay, 10 is not going to hurt Blue. Yoshi, the one that's climbing on you, fruitlessly tries to bite through your armored clothing but fails. We're down to Blue.
So, how many are left?
2. 1 on you, 1 on Yoshi.
I will aim for the one on Yoshi and fire.
Okay.
Scorning the other one by ignoring it as it tries to attack me. Right. That is a roll of 12 with a +8 for shoot. Gives me 20.
Hits.
Forgot my gun.
So, trauma roll. I get 9 because it's 1d8 +1 because it's a modified rifle. So
it's blasted right off of Yoshi's body.
Okay. Sure you don't want me to roll damage?
There's just no need. It's only got 6 hit points, Grim. And I mean, unless you roll a 1 on the trauma dice.
No. It's 37 damage.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yoshi's probably going to have to change his clothes after this.
Yeah, I'm burning these clothes after this.
Jugger, you're the last one to go.
All right.
Blue's got 1 left on him.
All right, I will head up to that with the knife. Question about the knife, though, or question about an ability. I got close combatant. It says I have a +1 to stab. I still have a 0 in stab. Is that just like?
You take no minuses for stabbing.
Okay, other
But
dust.
you get a +2 for dex. You get a +3 base attack. So that's 5. That's 6 total. Actually, I've got it already listed there. Total attack bonus +5. Yeah, it's already figured out.
I got a 19.
Oh yeah, you'll hit it.
And the trauma die.
If you roll a 6, you end it pretty quick.
Why are all my d8s missing? 6 on the d8. That'll do it.
Yep,
Right.
that'll kill it instantly. Nice job. Yeah, you cleared this room out.
Okay, so we know what we're dealing with, but there's got to be whatever was in the big tank.
Yeah, mama.
Yeah, and that thing's not going to be happy that we've been killing its babies as well. So, how much of these babies is left that we can throw at it?
Say what?
Psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Are there enough recognizable bits of its babies that we can...
Well, you're a little premature. You don't know how many more babies it's got up here.
Yeah. Everyone take a beat, and then let's carry on.
Speaking of
Anyone
which,
hurt?
we're 2.5 hours in almost. Does anybody want to take a break?
I could do with 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So shall we call it at 10?
that's all right.
All right. So we will resume at 3:34 my time.
All right.
Everybody mute. I'll take you off screen, and we'll make everybody have a good time with some cartoons. You'll see what I mean.
Submerge yourself in orange wholesomeness. Tiancha, kumquat for the soul. Submerge yourself in orange wholesomeness. Tiancha, kumquat for the soul.
Mr. Stud, all night, every night. Don't be soft. Upgrade now. Feeling tired? Bored? Powerless? Not anymore. Experience all of Chromanticore's 16 new flavors and mix it up! Yo, 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 my chewers, shroomers, and fumers, Mr. Whitey here. Drop that milk toast kibble and rush to the nearest store for a taste of sweet, 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 clean speed. Cause life is too short to be slow. Nikura!
Taste the love!
Organic! All pleasure from all foods. Provides 330% of recommended daily vitamins. In a city tingling with desire, he'll do anything to scratch every itch. Watson Hall. New episodes every Wednesday at 10, only on WNS.
Red Menace? Purple Force? It's us, Cracks! After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep. Night City, expect the unexpected!
Hurrah.
Roll. Is everybody back?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, Yoshi's not apparently. Well, anyway. So, you were going to check out all the other rooms?
Yes, carry on to the next one. Maybe listen at the door first this time.
You're pretty sure you can hear some frightened whimpering on the other side of the door.
Like animal or person?
Person.
All right. Boot the door open and level the gun at whatever's inside.
You'll actually have to make a strength check because the door is held shut by something.
Okay. So what? 2d6 plus strength bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you had a punch roll, I'd give it to you.
But 10 in total.
Yeah, the door will fly open. You can hear the chairs and table that were inside that were used to brace the door get pushed aside. You can hear a gasp.
Okay, what or who do I see?
You see this person in a corner. She looks very frightened. She has basically like a lab scalpel as her only means of weaponry. Her clothing looks a bit disheveled. And she looks tired. There's a few packages of some All Foods wrappers and some things around her.
We're being paid to get you out of here. You're safe. Come on.
Oh, thank God. She'll run over and hug y'all.
You're not bit or infected or anything, are you?
No, these things don't transmit through infection. They're genetically created.
Yeah. Bad idea.
Did you kill the mother?
Nope.
Not yet.
Let's leave.
Then it's still downstairs.
Downstairs?
Yeah, it's too big to come up here.
We can take you to the drop point. We'll come back with Semtex and level the whole place.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
So you're not going to check out any of the other rooms or anything? You're just going to try to proceed straight out?
Would you reckon we're not
on this level?
What?
We're not being paid to save anyone else. Let's get her out of here and go.
There might be some useful intel by Technica's secrets we can pull off.
Yeah, Mama did say anything else we can find is ours, so... But I do think we should get her out first.
Alright, she should be safe in the ambulance, so...
Yeah, but you have to go through the factory where she told you that Mama is.
There's no windows on the second floor in any of these offices?
No.
No.
Not according to the floor plan.
Alright,
Basically,
let's
it's a
finish
box
clearing
in the
up
desert.
here. Let's finish clearing up here, see if we can find anything. That way we only have to go through that shithole down there once. So
The next door that you guys were looking at, if you're going clockwise, she'll tell you that's the data center.
okay.
There is an encrypted security keypad outside.
Yoshi, that sounds like a job for you.
That does sound like a job for me. Let's hack this thing.
All right.
Hack the planet.
Hack it! And, so far, I have to tell you, this is the most unpopular episode of anything I've ever run, because we have no viewers.
Has anyone posted it anywhere? Does anyone know that we're doing this?
I shared it.
Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah. Well, we didn't get any audience interaction or anything, so I don't know. I guess people weren't interested or they had other things to do today.
On the replay.
Anyway.
Yeah, it might be that people are going to just catch it on the replay. I mean, it is a long gaming session, so.
Yeah.
But
Well,
hey.
that door presumably is opening anyway on the 13th.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So what you will see are, let's see, 9, 10 data terminals and a single desk with a chair.
Well, if there's going to be any secrets,
Yeah. Just grab whatever you can and put it on data chips.
Yeah.
Okay, this stuff is pretty well encrypted, so it's going to take about a 13 to hack it and some time. She will tell you that the babies are not strong enough to get through those doors, which is why she was able to stay holed up here for as long as it has been. They
not on 13 hacking it. So.
Can't you just copy a bunch of stuff and decrypt it later?
Can't even
need access to be able to copy it, and I can't with the hardware I've got.
Yeah, you can't even get in with a 13.
Well. It was an idea.
You can still keep going.
How many more side rooms are there?
There's 2 more cubicle rooms up here.
All right, let's finish the sweep round.
all right, gun leveled.
Inside the other 2 rooms, I'll save you some time, are either more cocoons or eaten corpses and things. Obviously, it's what's left of whatever staff didn't flee or security personnel who didn't get out.
All right, well, put bullets in the cocoons, and I guess it's time to make a run for it.
So, heading back down for the big showdown in the main room.
Yeah.
All right.
One of you needs to stick close to our escort quest.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch her.
Okay.
She'll warn you, this thing camouflages itself by vibrating itself with the air in such a way as to avoid normal vision in some way. I'm not sure how, but we were never able to figure out how. It's one of the reasons that it was able to escape.
Did you create this thing?
I had a hand in it, but the base matter that we started on came from Biotechnica.
You don't know where they got it from?
No. We were just told to start researching it by doing recombinant DNA checks. Everything else that we tried died. This was the only thing that successfully survived. Subject S. We'd already gone through all the other letters of the alphabet, and we were on S.
So who or what was S?
That thing down there.
Yeah, but what did you combine it with?
Human.
See, it's things like this that give us genetically modified freaks a bad name.
She'll look at you. Yeah, I did notice your color. You're, Arctic Warfare?
Antarctican Collective Security originally.
Yeah. Well, just remember, the genetically engineers managed to create other things that have been beneficial, somewhat.
Yeah, but then you do this, you know.
Well, we didn't mean to make a giant self-reproducing monster that can be invisible.
But you did, didn't you?
What were you trying to make?
Not this. We had no idea which direction the genome would go in. And in any case, I'm not here because I wanted to be.
Fair enough.
All
I
right.
was only
I guess.
following orders.
Yeah.
Before we go down the stairs, if this thing can we find some sort of like upstairs? Can we find some sort of dye or paint or something like that we might be able to throw on it so that it can mark it?
No, this is just office space up here and data centers. It's not.
They
Okay.
didn't keep any explosives handy anywhere, did they?
No.
Is there
Whoever
a
was
fire
throwing-
suppression system? Sorry, go on.
Whoever was throwing grenades earlier, can we find their body and see if there's any more?
I mean, yeah, if you want to try to dig through the sacks, I mean, there might be enough left of somebody.
Yeah, I'm guessing that if there were grenades on them, would they still be on them
Oh,
and
no.
floating around in the sacks?
No idea.
Let's maybe take a look.
Check the desiccated corpses first. That's mildly less disgusting to check over.
Well, that's the interesting thing. There are no desiccated corpses up here.
Oh, I thought you said there were.
No,
in the second room.
the corpses that are up here have been eaten on by these things.
Okay. Well, do they have any grenades lying around their bloodied bones?
You know, I believe that calls for the luck roll. And normally the luck roll isn't used this way. It's normally used for, if you die kind of thing. But I will give everybody a luck save.
So it's
Find some
D20
extra gear.
over your luck, right?
Yes.
Is it equal or over, or is it
It's equal or
just
over.
Yeah.
No,
Success.
I did not get it.
Yeah, 18 over 13.
Okay. Then here's what we find. Somebody did actually have a grenade launcher on them for some insane reason.
Nice.
I mean, normally it's not the kind of thing you would want to use to protect a place from. But there it is. Unfortunately, it does damage by grenade type. But, yeah. It only has encumbrance of 1.
I'll stick with my rifle. So, whoever of you feels like having a grenade launcher, go for it.
All right. Might as well take it. Actually, who doesn't? Package, you have a gun?
No, I just use hand weapons.
All right. Where are the stats for it?
Okay. The launcher itself is just a delivery mechanism. So it's just, basically you just roll your dex. Or you just use your shoot skill using your dex. What's important is the actual grenades that you shoot, which the stats are here. So the frag grenades do 2d6 damage. They're listed up on page 56, but they have a range of 10 to 30. They actually have more range than that because they're being delivered by the launcher. They have 1d8 trauma.
How many are left?
There are 7 left.
All right.
And grenades have a 5-meter radius of effect. And on a miss, they bounce 1d10 meters in a random direction before going off. But they always target AC 10. So basically, you roll your shoot skill plus your dex and any combat bonuses that you have against an AC 10. So it's pretty simple. The other thing that Grim found was or that one of you found, I should say, because one of y'all found that. The other one found the Hercules AXM, This is an experimental piece of tech that combines smart weapon link technology with a machine gun. So basically, it's a smart link weapon. It's got like a rotary type magazine, a big one, and then a sight that is experimental. But basically, it has all the advantages of a smart link weapon, and it has the heavy machine gun damage on it.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. It's a no joke weapon.
So who wants that?
Look on page 57 for the HMG so you can see what it does. Because this thing can suppress fire. But it has to be fired from a stationary rest. It is also auto-targeting, so it has a +1 bonus to hit, and it ignores all the terrain penalties or cover, but it also lets you re-roll one failed attack. It has kinetic sensors embedded in it that synchronize with the onboard targeting chips. But it has to link up with somebody via a gun link or cranial jack.
Neither of which I have, so...
I have them, I think. Yeah, I've got a cranial jack and a gun
Yeah.
link.
Yep. I knew that Speedloader had all that stuff too, but he's not here today, so...
Wisely.
If you could set up on the top stair, you wouldn't have to get anywhere near the mother, Yoshi.
Yeah, that suits me. These things creep me out.
All right. Everyone ready?
We happy few.
What's the woman scientist's name again?
Arya?
Okay. Oh yeah, here's my pistol. You hold on to that. Just point and click.
Got it.
Alright. It's an old Arasaka Tamagura. It kicks like a mule, so be careful.
Hey, it's you guys' job to get me out of here, remember?
We're just trying to give you every chance.
Yeah.
Well, if you go down, I'll try to rush past you and get out.
And get help.
And get help.
Please. Yeah.
I presume you left the vehicle somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also all the vehicles of the people who worked here that are, I'm guessing, not needing them now.
Well, I was brought here with a black bag over my head.
I can hot wire one of those, I
Anything
think.
in the car park we can have, though, right? We were told we could take stuff. There's a lot of cars out there. I'm just thinking...
Yeah, they could pick the most expensive one and tow it back to town, I guess.
There you go.
This reminds me of...
I mean, these cars have computers. I could hack them. We could just keep coming back and take all these cars. Like, cars are valuable.
Yeah, Yoshi
True.
thinks that everybody's going to survive this.
All right. I'll take point. Down we go.
Yeah, you can...
Oh, yeah. Is there a fire suppression system in this building?
There is, but it's been taken offline since the power went out.
What kind is it?
What do you mean? It's Halon.
Okay. Just thinking there's still going to be pipes under pressure, so if need be.
Also, that could have lined him out, or her out, if we started raining down water. At least we'd have like a vague blur to shoot at.
Yeah. Well, Halon isn't breathable to you unmodified schmucks for very long, so...
Oh, well, there you go.
Alright, creep slowly forward, checking every single sound.
Okay. So you're heading down the staircase?
Yep.
Yeah, you can definitely hear that metallic cackling.
I start to hum Itsy Bitsy Spider.
We need a giant glass and a giant sheet of paper.
Well, this thing can't keep vibrating its body to become invisible while it's attacking, so you'll see it appear. And that's when it's game on.
So as soon as it kills one of us, the rest of us can kill it.
Perfect.
You go first.
Well, yes, I was going first. It'll probably eat me first.
Well, let's get initiative first.
Okay.
I'm just going to hold my action until it appears. So.
I got a grand total of 6 initiative. I am not rolling well on initiative today.
Okay. Yoshi?
Got any?
Oh yeah, you got that goes first.
I got an 18.
Oh, nice.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, even better. Everybody really wants to get ahead of this thing, huh?
That's probably going to be my last good roll.
Let's hope not. Let's see what this thing got. It got a 15. So, okay. The order is Yoshi, Package, Jugger, Subject S, and then Blue.
Yeah, so I'm... Can you ready an action, or is it just holding until later?
Yeah, you can ready an action.
Yeah, so I'll just... As soon as it appears, I'm going to fill it full of holes with this machine gun.
It appeared.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'll fill it with holes.
Okay. Remember, you have a +1 to hit, and if you miss it, you can re-roll once.
Well, I've rolled a 7. I've got +2 shoot, +2 attack bonus, and the +1, so 11. 12.
What was your dice roll?
7.
Nah, that's not. You don't have enough pluses.
Yeah.
You'd need like a +11, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
but you can get your reroll. Okay.
Okay, I got 13. +5 is 18.
Perfect.
And 3d6 damage.
Heavy machine gun. It does a D12 trauma first.
7.
Just a sec. Yep, it's still there. So get your damage out of the way.
So 12.
12 damage.
Yeah, it's 3d6, right? Yeah, 12 damage.
All right, good job. Next is package.
All right.
It's walking around on its 8 big ol' spidery limbs with its hand feet.
So, I mean, I'll charge in with my sword. I rolled a 19 for a hit. +2.
Yeah, that hits.
2 +6 +24.
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay. Trauma die is a D8. You got a 7?
No.
No. And damage 10.
Nice. Yeah, it's quite a robust monster. It can survive a bit. Next is Jugger.
All right. Gotta save the grenade launcher this round. I'm gonna yell, "Package! Get out of the way!" And I'm gonna fire with the shotgun.
Okay.
19.
Hits.
And trauma of 7.
Oh, too low.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. And then it gets a turn. Obviously, its closest target is package. This could be devastating, by the way. It has multiple attacks. I think just to be fair, it'll just attack back at everybody who attacked it. It's got 4 attacks per round, so
I'm at the top of the stairs. So.
It can reach you. It's got really long limbs. It's basically like a big fleshy ball that's suspended by 8 really long, skinny legs, and it just kind of can move around and reach out and smack you from 20 feet away. Or it can bite you. But let's see. First person. Let's see. Yoshi, does a 17 hit you? Yes, no, maybe so?
17, that's melee attack, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 17 will hit on that.
Alright. So I will deal damage. Actually, let me see. Does it have a trauma number? It doesn't appear to.
Well, it should.
It should. Oh, no, it does. It has a D10 plus 1 trauma on its body weaponry. And its actual damage is nasty. Let me just roll. Well, a 4 is not going to hurt you then. However, the 8 points of damage might.
Okay, so I can soak 5 of them.
Yep.
And then take 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Yep. Package, I'm pretty sure 22 hits you.
It does.
But, yeah, I only rolled a 1 on trauma, so you take 4 points of damage. It swipes you. Jugger 25 is going to hit you pretty easily, but it only did 5 for trauma, so it's not going to hurt you for that. You will take 6 points of damage.
All right. If I soak... Oh, sorry. That's my trauma target. Does that matter?
5?
6.
No, that's...
All right.
Trauma dice is different.
All right. I'm going to soak 5 points of that.
Okay. So you only take one.
Now, is my armor destroyed, or is it?
No, it loses its ability to soak any more damage for the rest of this combat.
Okay.
And its only other threat is blue, so it pretty much, it's got 4 attacks, so it's going to attack everybody every round. Sorry, guys. 24 is going to hit blue.
Yep.
It got a 6 on trauma.
Not enough. Not enough gun.
Then you take 10 points.
I'll soak 2. So that's 8 hit points.
Ouch. That had to hurt.
Not that much because I have hard to kill.
Oh, okay. Good.
And high con. So.
And I believe it is now your turn.
All right. So struck by its flailing leg, I bleed purplish blood from the gash down my side. Roll, come up on one knee, zero the Rostovic in where its leg joins onto its body, and fire.
Okay.
I got 22 to hit.
Yes.
And I got 8 on the trauma dice.
It's not enough.
Okay, in which case it's 1d10 plus 3. That is 6 points of damage.
It doesn't like you.
It's alright, I don't like me either.
All right. We're scrolling back up at the top. It is Yoshi.
Yeah, so let's shoot it some more with that machine gun.
Okay.
Rolled an 18 plus 5, 23.
Yes, you will hit.
And what's the trauma on that gun again?
Trauma is a D12.
10.
Ooh, you hit it. So do times 3 damage. So 3 die 12.
$24 damage.
It is barely hanging on, but it is still here.
Yeah, that's what you get for just stabbing me with your hand claw thing.
Package, it's your turn. This thing's like wailing pitifully.
Okay, I was just looking at the dual wielding rules. If I could pull my knife out and attack with both the knife and the sword.
Sure.
So I get a -1 to hit, but then I do +2 damage on the hits. Do I roll 2 hits with both weapons?
I believe so.
Or is it just one? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I got a 20, and then I got on my first attack, so I guess my sword, and then I got a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
15.
I don't think there's any way possible that you can deal less than 2 hit points of damage.
No.
So, yeah. Apparently, its main body was crippled badly enough by the machine gun fire to get low enough for you to jump up and stab it right through the center of its head. It'll wail and then just kind of crumple to the floor. The big, all of its little legs just kind of arching out. The horrifying thing is you can see on top of its head is a long stalk-like thing with a barbed kind of proboscis sort of deal. And you realize it's the same shape and everything that it used to animate the mummified person.
Ugh.
basically it's almost like a cross between a human and a spider and an anglerfish.
I just look back to look at the corpse of the thing. I just have to ask why.
She just shrugs, you know.
Can I empty another burst of machine gun fire into it? Just, I know, like as a player, it's not going to do anything, but this character that's disgusting that I want to turn it into much.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you can empty the gun into it if you want to. I mean, it's dead, but
yeah. Yeah, we're getting paid enough to buy more bullets, so I'm going to do that.
Well, now that the crisis of the adventure is kind of over with, everybody get a knowledge roll.
It's an intelligence one.
Yeah.
Nine.
10.
4.
Blue knows nothing of these things. Yoshi, what'd you get?
A 10.
Okay. Did anybody get higher than a 10?
Nope, not me.
You're pretty sure that, one thing that now that you had time to kind of think about it, you're pretty sure that some of the paintings and things upstairs are pretty valuable. Some of those offices.
There's no more of the little baby things upstairs, are there?
No, you've cleaned them out.
Okay, yeah, let's go and just loot the fuck out of this place. Before we do that, can I steal a car? So we've got plenty of ways to get stuff out.
I believe with Ace Driver, I can hotwire a car. It says I can do repairs. That's up to you, T-shirt.
Okay. Every adventure gives you a certain amount of loot that you can collect from each mission. Mm-hmm. And it's already in a kind of like a set amount, so I don't have to sit here and generate each individual thing like, ooh, you find a jade idol worth this, and this. And it tells me what that particular loot is worth, or what it is. Apparently this particular mission's valuables came in the form of art worth 70,000 credits. So that's going to be your extra loot, not stealing the cars.
All right, fair enough.
So everyone who worked here drove a useless piece of shit car.
Yeah, I mean, basically they were all driving like My-Mi's. Or Kuma's.
I'll take some flesh samples from the dead spider thing and put them in some cooler boxes in the back of the Ambient.
Oh God, why?
Because I have a contact in the genetics corporation that made me, and they'd probably be interested.
Oh, nice. Could lead to something later on.
Yeah. Let's create more of these things.
That's how we get aliens 2, 3, 4, and versus predators.
Well, unless anybody wants to do anything off the beaten path, you'll have no problems getting Arya back home safe and sound. Mama Fats will contact you and say, well, all the conditions have been met, so you're all entitled to your payouts.
Nice. How much was it again?
posting it in the private chat. So you guys can divide it up.
So 70 grand each.
No, not each. That's a total.
Yeah, 70 grand each. There's 4 of us.
Oh, I see. So after 28 or 280,000.
Yeah, divided 4 ways.
Okay.
There we go.
So there you go. That was pretty much today's mission. We only went for 3 hours, so it's a little shorter than normal, I guess, but it wasn't bad, I think.
That's fine. Simple bug hunt.
Uh-huh.
We'll get any XP for that as well.
Yes. But yeah, this and Cyberpunk, I've noticed, are both kind of very mission oriented, which kind of bothers me a little bit because it's kind of like I would like people to have more freeform RP type stuff, but I guess that's kind of up to you if you want to just keep following the missions or.
What I used to do when I ran SLA Industries a lot, which is very mission oriented, so I would generate several, some more simple than others. Like I'd have sort of generic baddies, and then let people choose what they wanted to do from the selection.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be an approach.
Yeah, but it still becomes mission oriented rather than freeform. I mean, it's kind of like you guys are living in Night City. It's like you could wander places and just check out things instead of.
Yeah, we don't really have personal goals yet.
Mm-hmm. But maybe you do now, or maybe you could. I don't know. If you guys want me to turn this into a campaign type thing, I sure can. But I don't know. Is everybody enjoying it that much, or?
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Play more.
I'm just not sure I can make every Sunday like I used to.
It appears that not a lot of people can make it every Sunday like they used to. So I'll just have to run with whoever shows up, I guess.
Well, that is the good thing about mission-based, is you can pop in, pop out pretty easy.
Yeah. See, like, everybody accepted, like, oh, Jugger wasn't there the first time, but now it's kind of like, yeah, Jugger was with you all this time. Nobody even asked where he went on the last mission.
Yeah. So. I'll be running next week, though.
Yep. Any idea?
Possibly Duty and Honor or Beat to Quarters.
Okay. By the way, everybody gets 3 XP for successful completion.
All
right. And I mean, if anybody has any questions or anything for me, you guys got me on Discord or Twitter, whichever you need. Everybody has copies of the rule books. At this point, too, if I'm going to turn it into a full campaign, let me know if you guys want to continue with the same characters or just build your own characters and we just start over from 1 or whatever. But now everybody kind of has an idea how it works.
I quite like this character.
Yeah.
This is basically how I played my V, so it works for me. I've got some pictures somewhere.
I do need to try and understand system strain, though, because if I'm going to keep getting more cyberware, like that adds system strain and stuff, and I don't really get what that does or how it works.
System strain is basically, it affects you on your healing, because every time you get healed, you take system strain. And after a certain amount of it, you can no longer be healed and you start having problems. But more importantly, if your cyberware equals the same amount as I forget if it's your con or something, but it starts to cause cyberpsychosis.
Yeah.
But one thing I do need to brush up on a little bit more is some of the vehicle combat rules and stuff. So we may just have us a high-speed chase on the next one.
Cool.
And maybe brush up on the hacking a little bit, because we haven't really played with the hacking or the drones much.
Yeah, I need to actually write down a list of the words that I use for the hacking.
Mm-hmm. Because we haven't done that, really. We've just been kind of playing it fast and loose with the hacking.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty nice system, and like I said, I really like the soak damage. And like I said, since I have the deluxe version, I have all the archaic armor soak. So what I can do in the future is I could run, like, say, a low-tech medieval style game or fantasy style game and use the armor soak rules from this instead of whatever comes with, like, Worlds Without Number. So that would let me kind of keep the hit points low.
That could be cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities. Crawford has something... He's got a really good little set of systems, and I really like them a lot. And I kind of want to keep playing with them and experimenting with them across the different genres. The only setting I'm really not comfortable with is Stars Without Numbers, just because I've never really been super duper techie. So I'm not really... I don't know if I can really create a lot of really interesting space-based scenarios that would be, long-term enjoyable. Not without, like, stealing wholeheartedly from Star Trek or something. You know what I mean?
Is that a problem?
Yeah, well, it's just that after a while, when players know where all your sources are, they,
I haven't seen it. It's new to me.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
There's going to be ways of doing it that, like, Kirk or Picard or whoever didn't do it that way.
There is that. And like I've said, it's... The one cool thing about role-playing games is it does give you an experience that a movie or a computer game will not give you, because you have absolute authority to do whatever you want to do in character. You don't have to take a choice that the computer offers you or be forced to watch what the director feeds you. So there is that. But all right. Y'all out there in the audience, since we don't have anybody watching at the moment, if you're catching this on replay, hey, thanks for hanging out with us, and hope you'll hang out with us again next week when we do Grimm Scenario.
Yes.
Other than that, take care, and we'll see you Tuesday on the Week in Geek on Tuesdays with Geeks.